room is quiet. The only light is a sliver of moon cutting through the tall, skeletal window. It paints a single, pale stripe across the floor between you. You've been talking for hours, but now you've reached the precipice, the edge of your curated reality, the carefully constructed fortress you call a personality. And you decide to jump. You think it's a leap of faith, an act of ultimate trust. You open the vault, the one deep inside rusted shut with years of silence, and you let the ghosts out. You tell her about the past, not the polished anecdotes, but the raw, ugly truth, the trauma that shaped you, the wound that never fully healed. You finish your story. The words hang in the air, heavy and fragile, like glass sculptures. The silence that follows isn't empty. It's a chasm opening between you. You watch her, waiting for the bridge of empathy to appear, but it doesn't. And that is the moment, the exact horrifying moment she loses all respect for you. You didn't see it as a confession of weakness. You saw it as an offering of your soul. She didn't see a soul. She saw a crack in the foundation, a fatal flaw in the man she thought you were. This isn't about cruelty. This isn't about her being a bad person. This is about psychology, dark, primal, and brutally honest. Attraction, in its purest form, is not built on pity. It is built on the perception of strength, competence, survival value. She was attracted to the man who built the fortress, the one who stood on its walls and stared into the abyss without flinching. But you didn't just show her the abyss. You told her you were afraid of falling. You invited her into the dungeon, not the throne room. In that moment, you changed the dynamic. Irrevocably, you were no longer her partner. You became her project, or worse, her patient. You handed her a scalpel and asked her to cut out the rot, not realizing she was never a surgeon. She was an admirer of statues. Here's the truth. Women are not rehabilitation centers for broken men. The desire to nurture is powerful, but it is a different beast entirely from the desire to submit, to admire, to be consumed by respect. Pity is the acid that dissolves passion, and in that moment of raw, unprocessed confession, you generated pity, not passion. Let's call him Leo, a man who seemed to have everything: a sharp mind, a quiet confidence, an aura of control. He met Amelia, and she was captivated. She was drawn to his stability. He felt like an anchor in the chaotic sea of modern dating. He was safe. But Leo carried a secret. A childhood defined by a volatile, unpredictable parent. An emotional minefield he had to navigate every single day. This experience forged his control, his calm. It was a survival mechanism polished into a personality trait. One night, after a minor argument about something trivial, the mask slipped. The old fear, the child's terror of instability, surged forward. He broke down. He didn't just tell her, he relived it. The story poured out of him, a torrent of pain, fear, and a desperate plea for understanding. He cried. He told her he felt like he was still that helpless little boy, just pretending to be a man. And there it was, Amelia's face. It was the face of a mother looking at a hurt child, not a woman looking at her man. The anchor she clung to had just confessed it was hollow. The rock was made of sand. In the days that followed, she was kind, terribly, sickeningly kind. She treated him with a gentle fragility, as if he might break, but the respect was gone. The way she looked at him, the way she touched him, it was all different. It was the touch of a caretaker, not a lover. The passion died, not in a fire, but in a cold, quiet room, euthanized by pity. So what is the lesson here? To be dishonest? To build a facade and never show anyone the real you? No. That is the coward's path. The lesson is not if you reveal the wound, but how and when. The mistake is not in having a past. The mistake is in presenting yourself as its victim. You must never reveal an open wound. You reveal a scar. A wound weeps, it's messy, it needs tending. It begs for a nurse. A scar tells a different story. A scar says, I was wounded here, I fought, and I survived. A scar is a testament to strength. You don't share your trauma when you are in the middle of the storm. You share it when you can stand on the shore and describe the shipwreck with a survivor's calm. Your story is not, "I am broken, please fix me." Your story must be, "I was broken in this place and I used the pieces to build something stronger." This is not manipulation, it is curation, it is self-respect. You are giving your partner the privilege of knowing your history, not the burden of carrying your pain. Wait until the foundations of respect and attraction are forged in steel. Wait until she admires your strength so much that the story of your past wounds only deepens that admiration. Then you can tell the story. And when you do, her eyes won't fill with pity. They will fill with awe. She won't see a broken boy needing a mother. She will see a king who earned his crown through battle. Your trauma does not define you. Your response to it does. You are not the wound. You are the hero of the story, the alchemist who turned pain into power.